And news now of the succession plan at Tata's. For the first time, a closer look at the selection of Cyrus Mistry from a member of the selection panel that chose the successor to Ratan Tata. This is an exclusive interview to NDTV Srinivasan Jain with Shirin Bharucha.
Here's the concern that it was, as you said, at the time when Mr. Tata has been at the helm that these practices were in place. Now there's a transition. Are there any anxieties at all about whether there'll be any change in emphasis or there will be continuity?
I think not at all, Srinivasan. Okay. It was not at all. It was a given that this ethical platform, this corporate social responsibilities angle is a must, a very strong plank on which the successor must stand.
Right, and that was something which emerged with Cyrus, that he seemed to have, that he had the strong...
Oh yes, that was absolutely clear. And it was absolutely clear with all the others that we interviewed, but this was something that there was going to be no compromise on, no change of stance, no nuances, nothing.
Okay, this focus is very clear.
Absolutely.
And was there any track record of Cyrus or perhaps even the Shapurji group in this area which cemented that attribute?
I think there was, but not naturally as much as with Tata's, because we are a much bigger group.
An older history of philanthropy.
True. That's true. But I think there was no two ways about him carrying this forward, in fact, enhancing it.
Difficult process, though. I mean, all of you went through it. Took a good part of almost a year?
15 months or so.
15 months. To find somebody to replace Mr. Tata, not easy.
It's big shoes to fill.
But ultimately, it's a choice. It's an interesting choice in a way, because you looked all around the world and it came back to a Bombay boy, someone who's a Parsi, someone who's got a long association with the Tatas.
So, Bombay and Parsi did not weigh with us. Right. I'll tell you that. It had to be the most appropriate person, and of course a person who would grow into the job, into the status, into the position, as did, I think, Mr. Tata in his time
when he took over. And the important thing that perhaps hasn't been understood is that Mr. Tata remains the chairman of all the trusts.
Yes, he will.
That's the position that he holds on to. So his involvement with the trusts will be continuing. And is that happy with that?
Very happy with that. Very big plus point, because that sort of continuity, that sort of philosophy continuing is of great importance.
Right.
It's of great importance, great value.
Shirin, last question to you. The way this has been conducted as an exercise has been quite remarkable, and people have talked about it as almost a benchmark for corporate succession.
Has anyone else done a succession plan like this?
Nobody has done. With a committee that goes into it. The only thing, there was a little bit of a question mark, is that he went from being a member of the committee to a candidate. Now, was there a little bit of an awkwardness to maneuver?
No, see, I really shouldn't be saying this. You should ask the committee as a whole.
Yes.
But I'll ask you a question in turn. If you found a most suitable person in your committee, would you omit him because he was in the committee? Tell me that.
Right.
I think the qualities, the qualifications of the candidate must be paramount. And I think excluding him because he was part of the committee, happened to be part of the committee, is not a reason to disqualify him.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. NDTV.com/apps.